perspective, it's only my opinion. Coffee milk.
Welcome, people. Welcome to the show. This is Coffee Milk. My name is Clayon. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Whatever is hurtful to you, do not do to any other person. Those are scriptures in the Bible. Now, I'm not an avid Bible reader, but these are quotes that I know from growing up. It's just these are quotes that are said at an early age. Why do a lot of church people seem to ignore those words? I feel like those are very important words. They're so simple. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I wish it was emphasized more, right? I wish it was a text that was highlighted so that the people who followed these words could follow it. What if the person that was supposed to care for you, the person that was supposed to shelter you from harm, causes you the most harm? What do you do if you're verbally abused by that person? What can you do? What rights do you have? A lot of people seem to think none. Kirk Franklin's in the news this week because he verbally abused his son.
Okay, and you think I'm really misunderstand like this. Wake up, bitch ass. Start getting your any motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way. Before I put my foot in your ass. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it. He just hung up the phone. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Break your neck, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect me. Some people think it's part of the black experience. It's a rite of passage. It's just part of growing up.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. My dad would talk to me if I talk to my dad crazy immediately, and that man is 33 years old. So absolutely, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
So, I definitely understand how your household is ran. Now, you said that he's 33 years old. Why should a 33-year-old man expect or receive disrespect from another grown-ass man? Because he's his dad. So, I should be okay with you verbally abusing me and disrespecting me because I came from your loins. That makes it okay. It's okay that you treat and talk to me any kind of way you want to. Because, what? You threw the ball with me in the backyard one time? Maybe. And if I now say something in response to something you said, I am now disrespectful. So because I responded to your disrespect in a disrespectful way, that cancels out your disrespect, and now it's all on me. Because why? Or you know what? Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, right? Maybe we need to listen to, all sides.
Truthfully, I don't have to hear all sides because that's family business.
That's family business, absolutely.
That son is 33 years old. That's not a little boy. I don't know why Kirk spoke to him like that, but I'm sure he had a good reason. And
part of the reason is we can see, like you release that audio, trying to ruin your dad's career. Like you said, that's family business.
Well, no, but
we don't
know how it got to that point, though.
It doesn't matter. We all have had arguments with our parents, our sisters, our brothers, our situations, and I would pray that no matter what, whatever is family business is family business. You don't release an audio trying to embarrass your dad.
So let me get this right. So, we don't have to hear both sides because it's family business. But Kirk has every right to yell at his son and disrespect him the way that he did. And the reason why he has that right is because the son recorded the audio of his father abusing him. Got it. So the reason for the abuse is because the son recorded it, not because he was being abused. So to them, the only thing that they saw wrong was the son recording the audio. To them, everything else is...
It's nobody's business but their own. At 99 years old, my grandmother would still whoop my ass if I stepped out of line. And I wouldn't do nothing. At my pops is 70-something years old, he would still whip my ass if I did something wrong and stepped out of line.
Question. Was it right? We always do that. We always put forth those examples, but we never quite get to this question. Was it right for your dad to abuse you the way he did? Was it right for a grown man who couldn't handle his emotion to abuse you the way he did? So I can't do anything on the fact that, yes, you might have gotten beaten by your dad and your grandma. Was it right? Before you had the power to now be able to inflict those damage onto your kids, when you were younger, did you feel like it was right for your dad to hit you? I would say no. Was it right for him to do those things to you? No. It's not then right for you to do it onto your kids. And also, what did you take away from being beaten? Other than carrying on the same actions that you most likely did not enjoy when you were younger. Other than bringing that forward, what else did you learn from getting your ass whooped? Did it help you? Did it help guide you? Or are you gonna say, look, I turned out great, so it must have worked? If your response is to verbally abuse your child because you are frustrated, that is not all on your child, that's on you also. For someone who consistently talk about people's mental well-being and they sell books on someone's well-being, to sort of pile on with the bullying and the disrespect by saying this.
If you call a man, you know, a bitch ass N-word, and then they do something like, you know, release your recording,
It proves.
you're proving them right.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Abuse is abuse. It doesn't matter if the person raised you, it doesn't matter if you came out of the person, it's abuse. But Clayon, what about Kirk's side? Don't we want to hear Kirk's side? Fine, here's Kirk's side to the story.
Recently, my son and I had an argument that he chose to record. I felt extremely disrespected in that conversation and I lost my temper. And I said words that are not appropriate. And I am sincerely sorry to all of you. I sincerely apologize. I want you to know as a father that during that conversation, I called the family therapist and got that therapist on the phone to try to help. He never played that part of the recording.
Boo to your apology. You didn't even take the time to apologize to your son. You apologized to your fans, which shows exactly who or whom you care about. Now it's time for some positive black shit.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. This project is very close to all of our hearts. You know, it just means so much to everyone who's involved. You know, Celadine is writing about his own experiences. I've been connected to this show for like 30 years. You know, when I was your age, I played, it was Kevin then, but it was the Dean part on the Wonder Years. So all of us are just so invested, and it means so much to us, which is why, you know, all these things are taking time, and we're just pouring so much into it, as I know you are. We got you on this Zoom because we wanted to welcome you to the family and tell you that it's your turn to be the star.
Oh my God.
It's your part, man. Welcome.
Thank you. I would be enjoying this a whole lot more if you did not just lag. It lagged just
Hold on, we have people here. Wait, Sal, where are you?
Oh my
Say hi.
God.
Hey man, congratulations Elijah. Welcome aboard, man.
Thank
Couldn't be
you.
happier. Couldn't
I'm
be
gonna
happier.
cry, man.
Kind of like
the passing of the torch, right? You know,
Yeah.
From one generation of Wonder Years to another one, man. But I cannot tell you how blessed we are that you're going to be a part of this one, man. So congratulations.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much I prepared for this thing.
We saw it, man. We saw all your work, but also just the natural ability inside of you. We saw all of it.
Fred is passing the torch down to you, okay? And he's giving you a double portion of what he had. And what he had was enough to make the show a classic.
You guys have made my day. First, I get out of school early.
All right, it's already great.
Today has been a good day.
It is the first of many, many great days we're going to have with you.
Thank you, guys.
So there's been nearly 4,000 anti-Asian attacks within the last year. And one just recently happened on Tuesday. A really major, deadly one. 8 people, including 6 women of Asian descent, were killed during a shooting at a massage spa in Atlanta area on Tuesday. Law enforcement arrested suspect 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long. So Robert Aaron Long, I believe, went to 3 different spas and shot it up. This story is not surprising. Because of the person that was in charge and the individuals who continue to support and rehash the disgusting, awful words that this individual puts out in the world. 8 people are dead because there's a party that is anti everything that's not them. There's a party that's led by idiots and morons who care nothing about other individuals that don't look like them. It's disgusting and it's gross. When we blame people because of mistakes we've made, it pisses me off that there's a group of people that blame Asian Americans for where we are. We are where we are because the leader you chose gave us misinformation. And you decided not to go and research the actual facts. You decided to go along with his idiocy and not follow the rules and not wear masks. And now you're all anti-vaxxers. You don't even want to get the vaccine that's supposed to help all of us. You are the reason why this virus continues. Because everything that's logical, you're against. It's not the Asian people in which you blame, in which you attack, in which you kill. It's you. You are to blame for this. You are weak people who blame everyone but yourself. Constantly do that. You blame everyone else. It's always everyone else's fault instead of yours. This whole situation is a collective fault. It is not one race's fault. It's not one people's fault. It's a collective. Blacks, white, all. Everyone who decided that they want to party instead of staying at home. Everyone who decided they'd rather go and fucking do club appearances. Those are the people to blame for where we are right now. Not Asian Americans. Americans as a whole. America's in the shithole because you're all acting like kids. And not even fucking your bratty ass kids who don't even want to hear that they're doing wrong. You're idiots who believe everything you fucking do is in the right, even though it's in the wrong, and then you just blame other race and other people for your fucking woes, instead of taking responsibility, instead of fucking looking at the people that you voted for and calling them out for being asshole racists. It is not right. And it's not okay. This whole situation is just so disgusting to me. And then the people who are supposed to uphold the law, for instance, Mr. Captain J. Baker, comes out in the press conference when you're supposed to give information and says this.
Yeah, let me go into a little bit of detail. So the suspect did take responsibility for the shootings. He said that early on, once we began the interviews with him. He claims that these, and as the chief said, this is still early, but he does claim that it was not racially motivated. He apparently has an issue, what he considers a sex addiction, and sees these locations as something that allows him to go to these places, and it's a temptation for him that he wanted to eliminate.
Sheriff, did you get the sense that he understood what the gravity was?
When I spoke with investigators, they interviewed him this morning, and they got that impression that yes, he understood the gravity of it, and he was pretty much fed up and kind of at the end of his rope, and yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
Remorseful?
I'm not going to go to. I don't know if he was remorseful or not.
Yeah. Captain J. Baker. Very typical to me. Very typical to a lot of the police in this country. Surprising fact, or maybe not so surprising fact about Mr. Captain J. Baker. Captain J. Baker promoted merchandise that demonized the Asian community. Take a look. Look at that. That's from his Twitter. Captain, someone who's supposed to be in charge, someone that the other officers are supposed to look up to. He's supposed to be in command. And that's what he thinks about Asian people. Minority groups can't continually be policed by people who hate them, who don't believe that they're humans and don't believe that their life is worthy. We need to go through all of the police system and remove people like Captain J. Baker from power.
You might not agree, it's cool, I'm one of a kind. Gotta move forward, so I gotta be progressive. Gotta make sure everything I say is selective. It's only my opinion. Coffee milk.